legato on the ukulele. So I'm going to run through the more common types of legato on ukulele and give you a badass exercise, which any of you who can do can safely say you've got legato down. You've definitely managed it. So the first one which we are going to do is a slide, and you can do this anywhere on the ukulele you like. I'm going to do this on the 5th fret on the E string, which is the note A, and slide to the note B. And the key thing is that you need enough tension to hold the note to ring out, but not so much that you can't move your finger. And quite a good way of kind of looking at this is actually looking at the angle which you're pushing down. So when you're fretting a note normally, you're pushing downwards like that. As you slide, you want to change the direction at which you're pushing until you arrive at your note, and then carry on pushing down. Okay. In addition, if you play on the body side of the fret, like that side of the fret rather than that side, you should find you're going to get clearer notes as well. Okay. In the exercise, I think the slide is actually the hardest bit. It's the hardest bit to get volume from. Okay, if you move fast, also, you should get a bit more sustain as well. That doesn't mean that the first note has to be slow though, so you could, like that. But you'll find if you play the first note and then slide slowly, you lose all your power. So, yeah, make sure the slide itself moves fast, and it should ring out reasonably well without too much pain and ag. Right, the next one is a hammer-on. Okay, this term hammer is there for a reason. You have to mean these. You can't lightly tap the string. You have to really bash it. So we're going to, I'm going to do this on, I don't know, A string. So it really doesn't matter at this point. Play the open string, and then I'm going to use my middle finger and just bash one of the frets. So in this case, I'm hitting the note B. Like that. Oh. Notice I'm giving my finger a bit of a run up as well. Like that. Okay. Same thing, pushing down on the body side of the fret like that. You should get a bit more sustain. If I do it there, I find I have to push so much harder. It's so much more difficult. Just before the fret, you should find it will ring out a little bit better. Okay. Then the final one is the pull-off. The pull-off I find is the one which most people seem to get confused about, and it is for a simple reason that if you are plucking a string, you don't pluck the string by lifting your finger away from it like that. You don't get any volume at all. Yet, if you pull off the note, just take your finger away, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're only really going to hear the first note. Yeah. But if you pluck the string like that with your fretting hand, just like you would with your picking hand, then you'll get lots of volume. Hopefully you can hear the difference. So a pull off is where you're fretting a note. I'm fretting the note B on the A string, so 2nd fret, and then I'm pulling my finger downwards, sorry, like that. Okay, the more downwards, the more I pull the string that way, the louder it is. The more I pull it that way, the quieter it is. So you can change the angle of where you actually pull off to, which will then affect the volume of what you're doing. So as a quick exercise just on hammer-ons and pull-offs, what you can do is play the string once, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off. And you can do this and use different fingers. Okay, just remember that you do need to give your fingers a good run up to be able to do it. You can even try playing it, so just mute the strings you don't want to ring out and just see if you can just play with one hand. That'll be the easy exercise. Makes you worry about what the hard one is, right? So this is a I think it's a 4-note pattern. Also a 3-note pattern, which works its way downwards. If you can get this to the open string, you officially won. There are no prizes, unfortunately. But if you can do that, then I can safely say that you've got legato down. Yeah, and you should find that putting it into whatever you need to isn't going to be too much of a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off on the 10th fret, which is note G. Sorry, no, it's not. It's note D, isn't it? We're going to play that note, hammer on to E, pull off. So it's like D, hammer on, pull off. Seems easy enough. But then we slide our index finger down to C sharp, like that. Okay. Once you are there, that's when the pattern repeats. So now I'm here, I then hammer on, so I'm on 9th fret now, I'm going to hammer on to 11th fret, and then slide to 8, like that. But you only pick the string once to do all of them, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the string, okay? As you pull off, sometimes you find you catch extra strings here and there. So I'm, with my picking hand, I've got my thumb sitting on these two, and just one of my fingers, I don't know, probably middle finger, doesn't matter. Okay, like that. Which means if I strum with this hand, you can only hear the E string, okay? So then, doing it like that, I'm just going to pluck once here. And try and get to the open string, okay? And it's up to you how fast you do it, but one thing which I really recommend that you do is work on the timing of what you're doing. People tend, with legato, to sort of like play things too fast, so they think that the string is suddenly going to run out of volume when there's enough sustain even on a ukulele, which, to be honest, they're not great for this kind of stuff. But even if I slow it right down, you can still get those notes to ring out. That one I was using my ring finger. That one was the main hero in that one. You can try it with your middle finger as well. So if I start on 10th fret again, I can hammer on to 11th fret. Yeah, so you can get down to the bottom. If you're feeling very brave, try your little finger. This one's my favourite because it sounds a little bit like a cartoon character falling down a cliff. Yeah, I wonder how many of you can do it. If you can, post a video of you getting all the way down to the bottom, and then you can officially call yourself a legato king, queen, or gender neutral, whatever, monarch. Till next time.